Hi guys, welcome back to Manifest with Armine. My name is Armine and I'm a law of attraction consultant. So today's video is kind of short and it's about certain things that are written on law of attraction platforms because there are so many platforms right now that are, posting things, quotes about the law of attraction and things that are related to the law of attraction or consciousness or spirituality. And some of it is misleading, and I think it's important to kind of see what is there because it's actual, like, solid, clear truth, or if it's something that just sounds relatable, or maybe is something that a platform is trying to fill in a post because they know they should post something and it sounds like a good idea, but it might not actually be aligned with the basic truth of how the universe works. And sometimes I think it's not intentional, so that's okay, but just be careful. Not be careful as in like, oh, be careful, but just be kind of mindful of what you read and where you read it, because sometimes even a source that could, be a knowledgeable source might not post something that is completely unfiltered and true, because we are human beings. We all have our own perspectives, and sometimes we post things that are biased or are subjective. And if you really understand the nature of reality and how the universe and energy works and what true consciousness is, then you'll already know what posts or what information doesn't really seem right to you. So one post that I want to talk about for the moment, because there are many, but right now is something that I read. It says, this is something that has come up so many times in Instagram posts that I've seen, and I know the intention is good because it's like, it sounds motivational, but let's just cut to the chase here and I'll read it to you. It says, okay, this is supposed to be a definition because it's the way it's written. It says law of attraction. When you truly want something and go after it without limiting yourself with disbelief, the universe will make it happen. So it says law of attraction. When you truly want something and go after it without limiting yourself with disbelief, the universe will make it happen. You've read that before, right? You've probably read that before. I mean, if you're looking up law of attraction stuff on YouTube, if you're subscribed to me, you've probably also subscribed to other or follow other platforms with similar themes. So that doesn't sound bad, right? Because it's not a bad thing. But that's actually not the definition for law of attraction. And that's kind of more of like a motivational statement, and that's what it is, and that's okay. But that's not actually what the law of attraction is, because it says when you truly want something, well, it doesn't really matter if you truly want something or not, whatever you're vibrating. Law of attraction starts with whatever you are, starts with, or just, it's whatever you are vibrating is what you are aligning with, and that is what your the experiences that you're attracting. Okay, so it says when you truly want something. So already that's limiting it to a point that's law of attraction isn't just about when you truly want something. And sometimes you truly want something, but you don't attract it because you're not aligned with it. So that's misleading. And then it says, and go after it without limiting and go after it. So clearly we go after things because, in a sense of like, just with ease, you go after things as in you look towards it and you move towards it, right? Go after, I think, is misleading, because you don't really, if you feel like you have to put so much effort into something that you have this like thing of like, I'm gonna go after this, that's actually not really like the law of, the law of attraction could inspire you to go after certain things, but the way the law works is so much more subtle than that. And more powerful and more subtle, because you probably won't even know that you're going after that when you're taking that inspired action. That will lead you to the result that you're looking for. So it says, when you truly want something and go after it without limiting yourself with this belief. Yes, very true. When you don't limit yourself with this belief, that doesn't mean that law of attraction is not effective or not working, like they like to say. If you're disbelieving, it is still believing. It's still working. It's just that you're disbelieving, which means that you're believing in lack of it, and that's what you're experiencing. You're experiencing lack of the thing that you want or don't want because of the way you're vibrating. This is the universe will make it happen. So yeah, the universe will make it happen, as in the universe will orchestrate everything. So I want to point that out. I mean, it seems like nitpicking, but when it comes to understanding the way we are in this reality and the way we are having our experiences, it's kind of important, I'd say. I don't know if you agree with me. Hopefully you do. That you should nitpick. You should nitpick your. I mean, totally. I'm not judging whoever made this meme or whatever you want to call it, because I mean, it's not a bad statement. It's just that's not the definition for law of attraction. Law of attraction is the law that naturally orchestrates everything that we experience in our lives. It doesn't matter if we truly want. It doesn't only apply for when we truly want something. When we want something badly, want something goodly, want something a little, want something a lot. Sometimes when what your definition of truly wanting something, it's because you feel like that means you want it badly, and then when you want it badly, that's not. You can go after something all you want, but it's not going to happen like that. So just be mindful that there are definitions out there, and there are just things out there about, seeming like they're about the law of attraction, and it might be related, but it's not actually in its purest form, and it might be more complicated that way, and it might be more difficult to understand. Sometimes you just really need the most simple, basic definition for things, and this isn't it. So is it a nice statement? I mean, sure, it's motivational. When you truly want something and go after it without limiting yourself with this belief, the universe will make it happen. That's more like a motivational kind of thing of like, yeah, don't limit yourself with limiting beliefs, and when you want something, believe it, and go along your merry way and do what feels good to you. But it's not the definition itself is limiting. Okay, so really, like, it seems like nitpicking, but when it comes to, you shouldn't have to nitpick the details of your life, because everything you want is it's held in your vortex, or whatever you want to call it. It's the best things that you could have ever wanted will show up for you when you align with it. So you don't have to nitpick about the details and be like, oh no, I'm not sure if I want, this exactly or this. That's okay. But when it comes to understanding the concept of how things are going to be drawn to you when you feel a certain way, then you should kind of nitpick, and you should be able to understand. There are always going to be people posting stuff that, even though it's a reliable source or a source that has put great information, other times, or very clear, very basic, very helpful information, just don't automatically buy into things as what they're told you they are. They're as they're presented. And I may be like going off a little bit, like going on a little too much about this, but this happens in your daily life, because once you hear about the law of attraction, once you start researching and understanding it more, experimenting with it, then you're going to really come across so much information about it, and go back to the basic sources. If you enjoy my channel, that's great. Subscribe. If not, that's okay. Don't. Or even if you just, you can be watching videos from all different kinds of sources. You can be reading Instagram from all different sources, and over time you should be able to feel, what posts are there just because they're filling space, because the person wants to grow their account maybe, or because maybe the person doesn't really have that razor sharp understanding of the basics of the truths. And that's okay, but you with experience will begin to see that, what is logical advice and what is logical advice that does incorporate the law of attraction, and what is actually just basic law of attraction, foundational understandings. That's why I say go to Neville, go to Joseph Murphy, go to Florence Scovel Shinn. There are more, but those are the three that I turn to. And anything that's made to seem more complicated than that, unless it's an explanation, just ask yourself, do you want to complicate things in order to simplify your life? No, because the only way to solutions is to go back to simplicity. And maybe you don't believe that, but over time with experience you will. Okay, thanks guys for your time. I have a session right now, so I will see you guys later. Thank you. If you enjoyed this video, please click like, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.